Some people just have kind of a stick-to-itiveness about them. Is that a word? They want something, they're not going to back down no matter what. Mark Garman is one of these people, and we had to meet him. Welcome to All Day Live, Mark. You love a specific variety of Jack's Pizza. Jack's is a Wisconsin company. They had this limited edition pizza, bacon cheeseburger. You take it away from there. What did you do?
Yeah, so they had this bacon cheeseburger pizza, like you said. They always had it growing up, got me through college a lot. So, yeah, one day I just noticed that it wasn't in stores anymore. So I had to start tweeting at them to see if I could get them to bring them back. And yeah, being the youngest of four boys, I guess, you kind of get used to pestering and bothering enough until they kind of give in. So they happened to give in.
So Amber's going to pull it up right here, and this is your Twitter account. 200, is it 276 days in a row, Mark?
Yep. That's
Okay.
about all that's on there.
You have to tell us about this, because that takes a serious amount of memory, first of all, to remember to do it, dedication.
Yeah.
Was there ever a time when you almost forgot?
Oh yeah, there were certainly days that I almost forgot, and there might have been a couple that might have been past midnight, but yeah, woke up sweating a little bit.
They still count.
Yeah, they still count.
So 276 days. And how far were you willing to go, do you think?
I thought it'd take me a lot longer, to be honest with you. I mean, it was going to take a year, 2 years, whatever it was going to be. I mean, it didn't take a whole lot to send a tweet out, so I was willing to go.
That's awesome. Okay, so I need to know, where were you on day 276 when you saw Jack's response? Walk us through that moment.
I know. Yeah, it's kind of a couple-day deal. They kind of hinted at it the day before. I don't know, I was probably just sitting in my house and saw that they were thinking about bringing it back. I'm like, oh boy, they're doing it. So yeah, it was a pretty surreal, cool feeling, especially the first time seeing it on store shelves. That was really cool.
Yeah, so did they ever reach out to you and say, hey, thanks, or anything like that?
Well, I think it was day 120 something. They sent some coupons originally, and then day 275 or 270 something, they reached out and said, hey, keep an eye out, we're thinking about bringing it back. So
I think we're looking at a note that they sent you along with some pizzas.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, that was.
Sorry to interrupt. Okay, you have to explain to us. I know it's hard for you to believe that there may be people who've never had Jack's Pizza, but especially this variety. What is it about the bacon cheeseburger pizza that it broke you when it was no longer available?
I know, like I said, I had it a bunch growing up and through college and everything, and yeah, just originally thought that maybe the stores just weren't selling or holding it anymore. I had no idea that they discontinued it, but yeah, it's just, I mean, it's a unique variety outside of the normal pepperonis and sausage. So
what's the crust like?
Oh, it's thin and crispy. You gotta, make sure it gets done all the way, and it's thin, crispy, just amazing.
Wow, that's interesting. So does this, I'm curious if this determination translates into any other parts of your life. Like, what's your day job?
Well, I'm a CPA, so creating a little bit of an excitement outside of, the tax work was kind of fun to do a little bit. So
I love it. I did not expect this to come from, no offense. I'm sure you hear that all the time.
I do, yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, so this was something that was kind of fun for you. I don't know if you saw this, and if people are familiar with Dave Portnoy. He's the Barstool Sports founder. If you're on Twitter, you know who he is. He has these really popular one-bite pizza review series you can go on, and he travels the country and tells you with one bite how good a pizza is. I guess it was a little upset because Jack's would not send him a pizza to review, so he got one himself and then and took a bite, and he apparently didn't love it. So I'm just curious if you had a message for Dave Portnoy, what would that be?
Well, I remember watching that review, and you could just tell that he didn't cook it right. It was floppy, and I think he was more upset with them than anything, where no matter how much he liked it, he wasn't going to give him a good score. But I think he definitely needs to try it again. Definitely the bacon cheeseburger.
And so what does the cheese look like for you on the top? You said cook it thoroughly, but I mean, does the cheese have to be like almost burned for you, or how do you like it cooked?
I think it's more the crust. You have to make sure it's a nice brown, crispy crunch to it. But yeah, the cheese is amazing. Bacon cheeseburger. It's hard to beat it.
It is hard to beat it. That does sound like a really, really good flavor. I'm sorry to say I've never tried it, so I'm gonna have to try to do this. And oh, okay. So Amber Milner, our producer, who you talked with here when you got on, is from Wisconsin, and she just validated that it is good with a lot of O's. And it was a local company. I think it was purchased by, I don't even want to say because I'm going to get it wrong, but a bigger, maybe Nestle. I think it was Nestle. And so, things can change sometimes, but you're still obviously a really big fan. Is it on the menu at all for Thanksgiving, the holidays for you?
Oh, it could be. I'm going back home, so my family's joked about it. My mom's asked what we all want for dinner, and yeah, she joked about bringing it up bunch of bacon cheeseburgers, but we'll see.
Are you going to be like the hero of the holidays when you get home?
Yeah, Jax is pretty big in my hometown, so yeah, everybody's pretty excited about it. I've gotten a lot of messages and everything, so yeah, it's been pretty cool.
And what's your hometown again?
Algona, Iowa.
Okay, Algona, Iowa, if you are listening.
Small town north central.
We need a parade. We need Mark hoisted up and celebrated because this is a big deal. I mean, a lot of people tweet at companies. Very rarely do they actually listen.
Exactly. I was surprised that they started interacting and everything. And once they started interacting, I'm like, oh, we might get some traction here.
Now, I don't want to go dark on this interview, but it was a limited edition. You tweeted for 276 days to bring it back, and they did. Is there a chance it's going to go away again?
Well, I hope not. I know I've been a little bit worried about that, but I mean, if it goes away, I guess I'll just have to start back up with it.
How many do you have in your freezer right now, Mark? You can be honest. This is a safe space.
Too many than I would like to admit.
Does it have its own entire freezer?
Oh, we got a deep freeze, and I have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old at home, so we go through a lot of frozen pizza.
Nice. Well, we so admire your determination and just willingness to have fun with this, and thanks for coming on and talking to us. This is just great. It made our day when we saw this.
I know, it's a lot of fun. I appreciate you guys having me on, and yeah, it's just exciting.
Absolutely. All right. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Thank you, Mark Garman from Iowa, the man with the determination that we rarely see nowadays. Thank you so much, Mark.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Take care.